Hey there, my conscious creators. My name is 𝗘𝗫𝗣𝗟 and I'm here to help you consciously create the life that you desire. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about when you're doing affirmations, the wording. So the wording of your affirmations is important. I'm going to tell you why it's important and how the tense is more important than you think. And it's not so much about the word itself, it's about how you think about things. So if you come across affirmations before, or so when it comes to affirmations are something that we are always doing. You always are doing affirmations, whether you are actually sitting there and you're going through your list of affirmations, etc., or you have an affirmation for everything in your life, and these affirmations are just like your thoughts, your beliefs, what you believe about that particular thing. That is an affirmation. So every time you think about that particular person and you think they're such a bad person, or you think they're such a good person, that's an affirmation. Every time you think about money, or you think about people being rich and you think that rich, if people have money, sometimes money is bad, or people that have a lot of money can be bad, that's an affirmation. Or if you think about relationships and you think that all relationships are amazing and that you always end up in healthy relationships, that's an affirmation. Or on the opposite, if you think that men are trash or women are trash or whatever, that in itself is an affirmation. Affirmation is just thoughts. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. Doing affirmations it's not so much a technique. So first of all, techniques don't manifest for you, they just help you to focus. And second of all, when it comes to affirmations themselves are not that much of a technique, because they're something you do naturally, but now you're just doing it in a conscious way. So when it comes to saying your affirmation, the wording of it and how you word your affirmation is important, and it's important for this particular reason. So if you are saying affirmations, or you're saying things that you want and you're speaking about them in the future tense, so you're saying, I will get this car, I will get this certain grade, I will do this, I will do that, I want this, I want that, whatever, that is going to make it harder to manifest for you. And the reason why is because you have to understand that everything is happening now. Time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. And, time is man-made in the sense that we need time to be able to be at places on time and to be able to keep track of things and organize our lives and organize society, etc. But time itself is an illusion. And when I say that, I mean that everything is happening now. So you may have heard me say, or if just manifestation in general, or other people that talk about manifestation, whatever, always saying this concept of believe that you already have it, like it's yours. The moment that you desire it, the moment that you're thinking about it and you decide that you want it, it's yours. And that statement is not a full statement, it's a true statement, because there is no such thing as time. Time doesn't exist. Time is just an illusion. And for you to better understand that, if you don't already understand that, you need to understand that everything is happening now. Like, no matter what day it is, you might be able to. So when you think you're thinking about the future and you think you're thinking about tomorrow or whatever, you're always doing that from a place of right now, in this present moment. You can't go to the future and then come back. You can't go to the past and then come back. You are always in this present moment. So when you decide that you want something and you decide that you want to manifest something and you want to experience something, etc., you need to be thinking about it from now, because now is when it's going to happen. Now is when you have it. If you think about your affirmations and you think about the things that you want as being in the future, that future is never going to come, because that future doesn't exist. That time when you think you're going to have it, that, oh, I will get it in the future, or I will have it, or I will whatever, is not going to it's not going to happen. Of course, if you are if you are saying those words, but when you're thinking about it in your mind and you're imagining and stuff, you're doing it from a present moment, then of course then it will still manifest. But my advice to you would be, think about everything from now. Think about everything from the position of now, because everything is happening now. So when you are saying your affirmations, you need to say them in the present tense, because you have it now. Like, it's not a lie to say that you have it right now. Your reality might have not caught up to that moment, but everything is happening now. Like, there is a version of you that has that particular thing right now. You just need to focus your mind and get yourself to that place so that you can experience that version of yourself. You can change your state, change your mental state so that you can experience that particular thing. So when you're saying your affirmations, you need to be saying, I have, I am, I own, I drive. Like, anything that you would be, like, for anything that you currently have in your life, you wouldn't say, oh, like, let's say your phone. I have an iPhone, right? I have an iPhone. I wouldn't, because it's mine. Like, you need to just have the concept of everything being now, because it is mine now and I have it. Okay, fine. With the iPhone, I physically can touch it and I physically can feel it, etc., etc. First of all, at one point, that iPhone was in my it was in my imagination. I thought about it, I focused on it, I ended up getting it. Whether I did that consciously or subconsciously, or I wasn't aware that I was doing that. That is what was going on. But at the same time, you don't speak about things that you have right now in your 3D in the future tense. You don't say, I will have an iPhone. You don't say, I will. And this concept might be hard for you to get your head around, because yes, the thing that you desire, you cannot physically touch it right now. You cannot physically go, let's say it was an iPhone I wanted to manifest. Of course I could go to the shop and touch it, or go and feel an iPhone and see what it feels like, whatever. But of course, it's hard because it's hard to think of something as having it now when you cannot physically touch it and feel it, etc. That is where you need to understand that your imagination and what is going on in your mind needs to be and is stronger than what's going on around you physically, because everything comes from there. Everything out here is post what's going on in your mind. Whatever is going on in your mind needs to be realer than what you are experiencing in your 3D, and it's just a matter of time before you will experience it in your 3D. So when you are thinking about that thing that you want to manifest, think about it from the present tense. Think about you having it now. Go from the place of you having it now. What thoughts would you be having if you had it now? What would you be saying if you had it now? You wouldn't be saying, I will have. You would be saying, I have, I drive, I am, I own. Like, everything in the present tense. And I think at the same time as well, saying things in the future tense, or saying I will have, or I will get, or whatever, the words themselves, like, words are just words. Words themselves don't really have much meaning apart from the meaning that we put behind it. But obviously, logically, us as human beings, and us that we speak a language and we understand different words to mean different things. You understand and you know that saying I will, or saying I will have, or whatever, means in the future. It means you don't have it yet. And because everything that you manifest goes from your mind and that feeling place, if you keep saying I will, you're keeping yourself in that mind frame of the I don't have it yet, but I will get it. And that is why it's harder for things to manifest when you think about things that way, because you're coming from a feeling place of, oh, I don't have it yet, but I will get it. You need to come from a thinking place of I have it. I have it now. You need to change your state and change your mindset for you to one, understand that you have it now, and two, to really feel as if you have that particular thing now, and then you will experience it, then you will get it, then you will get to experience that particular thing. But saying I will and all of that stuff keeps something in the future and keeps it away from you. And what will manifest is more of I will do it, I will get it, I will have, because that's what you're focusing on. You're focusing on the fact that you don't have it now, but you will at some point. And the law, like I said, the law doesn't just work in some instances and not work in others. If you're coming from a place of I don't have it now, but I will have it, what's going to continue to manifest is I don't have it now, but I will have it, and that will never come. Like the future, it's the same, when people say, oh, if you keep saying that you're going to do something tomorrow, like tomorrow will never come kind of thing. It's the same kind of thing in a sense that you keep saying I will, and that is not going to happen until you change your mindset and you change your state to I have, I am, I own, any other present tense thought, any other present tense feeling, any other like wording in the present tense that allows you to realize and understand that you have that particular thing right now. That is when it will manifest for you. When you're focused on that and you've changed your state and you've changed your mindset, etc., that is when it will happen for you. So do your affirmations in the present tense. Time is an illusion. Everything is happening now. If you think about the future, you're doing it right now. If you think about the past, you're doing it right now. You don't go to the future or the past. Literally every single thing is happening right now. Time is always happening right now. So think about the things that you desire. Think about the things you want to manifest from the present tense and from right now. So yeah, I hope that has helped. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.